My name is Louise Hannan and I'm course leader for the Early Childhood Studies degree, and we've just renamed that as the Early Childhood Education and Care degree at University Centre Somerset. Next week I'm presenting at the Early Childhood Education Research Association conference, which this year is international, but it's based in Glasgow for 4 days. And I'm going there to present part of my PhD, currently in year 3 of potentially about 8. And my PhD is a research project and it's based on the emotional environment of 2-year-olds within funded daycare. I've done lots of observation of what it's like to be a 2-year-old, and I'm presenting to delegates my initial findings of what the observations are telling us. So I find children absolutely fascinating. My PhD is in 2-year-olds, however the course that I teach on is from birth to 8 years old. That section of development is the basis for all later development. So a lot of neurological stuff happens at that time, the brain development, the attachment, the relationships, all the stuff with the prefrontal cortex, all of that stuff happens. And it's absolutely fascinating for me to look at how the social elements impact on the individual experience of the child, both in the family but in settings as well. So I really love watching our students grow with their knowledge but also their confidence. They come and study academic subjects but also go on placement as well. And we visit them there and we observe them and talk to their managers and all of that fascinating stuff. So in terms of my PhD, I find 2-year-olds, I think they're like blenders with no lids. They're absolutely crazy. I started my professional career with 2-year-olds, but actually the course I teach on, I find it fascinating to watch students grow with their confidence, being able to deal with parents and safeguarding issues and all of that sort of stuff. My scholarly activity absolutely benefits my experience as a lecturer and for my students. So as lecturers, we're researching all of the time, updating lesson materials, enhancing what we know because things change and move so quickly in society. But for my PhD, I've been reading loads and loads, as you would imagine, about 2-year-olds, how they develop, what relationships are like in settings, all the kind of interdynamic social psychology behind that. So I've brought that into classrooms through debates and enhanced lesson materials, and also encouraging students to cover those subjects if they want to. The other way it impacts is all students on the Early Childhood Education and Care degree will do a research project in year 2 and a dissertation in year 3. And part of that is the methodology behind research. So doing my own PhD and having to present research paradigms, philosophy, methods, ethics, all of that to my supervisors has enhanced my practice and also my lesson materials on that. So I bore them endlessly about research philosophy. No, it's absolutely not too late to apply for UCS, particularly for the Early Childhood Education and Care degree. We do take applications later, but clearing is open. So if you're an A-level student that's just got your results and you want to rethink your confirmed choices, you can. We take students all the way through the summer and even into September. So if you start at a uni and you think, actually this is not for me, I want to be closer to home, or I quite like to try a different experience, do get in touch. Don't feel like because you've made a choice that you're firmly stuck with that one. Sometimes we can change and move around.